All right, so let's go ahead and let's try out a couple of activities on the prompt. So the first set of activities that we can do is we can go and we can press Control Alt F3. This will move our TTY terminal. So this is called the TTY terminal, which you can go ahead and which you can see. It is now TTY3. I can move to TTY number 4, TTY number 5, all pressing Control Alt. All right, so I can move from one terminal to another. Similarly, just like I have moved from one terminal to another, I can also go ahead and I can switch across. So for example, I can log in into any of these terminals. Then I can type in who to see where all I'm logged in. So I can see that I'm logged in on TTY terminal 1 and TTY terminal 5. I can in fact go to TTY terminal 2. I can log in again. And there again, I can type in who to see where I'm logged in. So I can log in multiple terminals. I can execute multiple commands. For example, I can say that I want to see the date. I can further go and do date ID who with a semicolon, and I can run 3 commands at the same time. I can also go ahead and I can use, say, for example, basic commands for it. I can use if I want to go ahead and I want to, display information about myself, I can say, who am I? And I can know my name or whichever user is presently logged in. I can type in ID to retrieve the information of the root, the groups, the context, all of these. I can clear the screen if I don't want to see anything. I can also go ahead and I can say uname -a. This will print the present Linux system on which I'm working along with the date and the time. Further, I can go ahead and I can make or make the system print things for me. So say, for example, I can go and I can type in the command call. So, but before I do that, I can also split my screen. So how can I do that? I can use the command called screen. Okay, and I can press screen, sorry, I'm back here. Type in screen, I will press enter. It will say not available. But what I can do is I can then try to run the tmux command. So I can say dnf install tmux. And it will go ahead and it will install the command for me. It is saying you need these many things. I can say yes. And it will go ahead and it will install the tmux command. With the tmux command, I can press tmux and I can open a separate bash shell for myself. There I can go ahead and I can press Control B, and then I can split my screen again. Okay, so Control B. All right, and I can go and I can try to split my screen. Let me do Control B and then index 1. Okay, Control this. Oh, sorry. Control B and this, or Control B and Control B. Oh, very hard. Oh, should have been faster. Or doesn't want to split with me. Oh, very hard. Control B shift. Control B shift. Ah, so a couple of attempts, and can you see I was able to split my screen. So I need to press Control Shift B and percentage together to be able to split my screen. And now I can have 2 screens side by side. There I can go ahead and I can run multiple commands. I can say date -u, and I can go ahead and I can perform different sets of activities on 2 separate terminals if I wanted to. I can also go ahead and I can use commands such as echo. So I can say, for example, so I can move from Control B1. So I want to move back. No, Control B, and I can Control B2. Oh, very hard. Very difficult to return back again because I need to press 4 keys at the same time. Very hard. Okay, I can also do echo. We use the dollar shell and shell, and this will print the value which is inside the dollar shell. Okay, so this will print the value which is inside the dollar shell, and my present shell is called bash. Similarly, I can say echo today's date is date, and it will go ahead and it will just print this. But if I want it to print the actual date, I will use the escape character, which is below the escape button. So there's a special type of quote that I need to use for this. Okay. So you are also supposed to run these. So I can scramble my terminal also. Then I can do reset. Okay. And then I can go ahead and I can find this again. I can scramble my terminal by typing this command, and it is saying not found. But I can now go ahead and I can reset my terminal to get the right one. So you are supposed to run, this is item number 3 from the exercise, echo my shell is dollar shell. Similarly, oh, I need to go ahead and I need to run it. Fine. Okay, since I actually ran the raw, so I need to take it from here. Hold on. I think I'm not able to exit out, so I'm going to power it down and start it again. Let's do that first. Okay, let's be. All right, so let us log in with the root. There I will go ahead and I will do echo my shell is dollar shell. And you can see that it is printing my shell correctly. I can also say echo my name is who am I, and it will go ahead and it will execute the who am I command. I can also say echo this is good, echo this is great, and it will print both of them for me using the same command. I can understand a little bit about other commands. So I can say man who, I can get all the information, which is the manual pages. I can also do what is who, and I can get information, very limited information about this. I can also say man hyphen k logged. All right, and I can see who is logged, all the different options that are pertaining to this I can do. Also do info who, and I can read a little bit about the different options which are available. So the one that you need to do right now, in fact, within the man pages, you can do man cron tab, as well as you can go ahead and you can find an exact tab. So you can say man 5 cron tab to display the manual pages in with hyphen k. K stands for the 5th part. So if you notice, there is no manual entry for 5th page. Let me try with 2. So there is no, so since there is only one page, you can go ahead and you can read a little bit about the first page of the man command. I can also do info cron tab and read a little bit about it, or I can go ahead and I can do help command to see all the different types of arguments. I can also do help to know more. And I can see what are the different arguments I can pass. With that, that is all that we need to do. Now it is asking us to go ahead and shut down. So that is what we will do. We will go ahead and we will run the command power off, and we will shut down the system, which completes activity 1.8.